Let's look at what's new in Hive this week. We are now separating @mentions by introducing a fourth tab in notifications. You will now have the ability to pin chat conversations. We're also introducing a new Manage Users page, which will take a similar look and feel to Workspace Settings page. We're also making 2 new updates on Hive Forms, specifically around including a priority field and also giving you the option to restrict editing to only Workspace admins. And last but not least, you will now have the ability to auto-populate predecessors in Gantt View. Let's start with the first update. Notifications page is now getting a new tab called Mentions. Moving forward, anytime you're @mentioned in an action card, chat, or proof, those notifications will now appear on the Mentions tab. We're also giving you the option to pin chat conversations, both in direct and group messages. You can do this by clicking on the chat, going into chat settings, and clicking on the pin icon here. This will make sure that your chat conversation stays at the top of the list. Let's move on to our next update. Manage Users page is now getting a new look and a full screen. Moving forward, when you click on the Manage Users tab, you'll see it as part of the Workspace settings. With this new update, you can more easily see full access users versus external users, and non-admins will now be able to see the list of users in the Manage Users page. But please note that non-admins will still not be able to add or remove users in the workspace unless that setting is enabled. Let's move on to our updates on Hive Forms. Moving forward, when you're creating your form, you will now have the option to add a priorities drop-down field. You can also choose to map it to the priority field in your action card. This can help you understand what the impact or urgency on this request is. Also, you will now have a checkbox at the bottom of the form that indicates that only admins and form creator can edit the form. This will allow our workspace admins to have control over editing rights. And last update for this week is auto-populating predecessors when you're in Gantt View. You will now be able to select multiple action cards and right-click to link multiple action cards together. This will link all the action cards you selected in sequential order. That's all we have for this week. As always, thanks to everyone who has requested features or voted in Kenny. We're proud to be community built. See you all next week.